The Sapling is a game that intrigues me. A simulation sandbox made by Wessel Stoop, an evolutionary world where you can play around with plants and animals, creating ecosystems using a unique and interesting set of creation tools, similar to those in Spore. In fact, this game screams Spore to me, as if someone saw the creature creator in Spore and said, "Fuck this! Let's mix this with intelligent design and spin the wheel." What it leaves is a comfortable sandbox tool to create either plants or animals of various sizes and shapes. With plants, you can change the various leaves on the plant, its size and shape, and you can also allow it to be mutated with cross-pollination, using flowers that can either be spread by animals or the wind. With animals, however, you can choose its shape, limbs, if it's furred, scaled, or even feathered. You can choose its eyes, ears, and even utilitarian objects like spikes or various body parts to reduce heat. And as well as that, you can decide its size, if it's egg laying, if it's mammal birth, or something in between. As you can see, there's plenty of options, and these options are for the most part unlocked in sandbox mode. However, in the many challenges that are provided in the game, including the tutorial, you can only start with the most rudimental parts. The more advanced body parts of the animals are locked in a mutation tree that you can get by mutating the animal after it survives a certain amount of time, and that makes an interesting challenge because a lot of the game's challenges, like Ice Age or the Heat one, are based around having to have an animal that can survive crippling heat or the crippling cold, and you can't make an animal that starts like that. You need to mutate an animal to get the point where it can survive that, as well as make sure it doesn't destroy the ecosystem it's built in. So you have to walk around this environment and create an environment that can sustain the animal that you're trying to sustain for a certain amount of years without your intervention. And that's the beauty of this game, is that you have these challenges where you have plenty of time to mutate and set the environment, and then you have to watch it. You have to see if you survive, and if you don't, you try again. And even though I beat all of that in roughly 8 hours, those 8 hours were some of the best I've had in a game like this, in a sandbox setting, making environments and stuff. Spore never got me like that, and intelligent design is a fucking mess, even now. And, shit, I went off script, but it no matter. It's a true sandbox, and I genuinely think that you should give it a try. I got about 8 hours enjoyment from the game, and for about $8 base price, I think it's a steal. Updates aren't too often, but I still return now again to give it a shot. And you should too. I think The Sapling is a game worth visiting if you've always wanted to mess around in a environmental sandbox. Again, this is Bluey's Layers, and if you liked this video, check out the Pikuniku review I did. It's about 2 minutes. Probably, if you like this, it's worth your time.